All right, we are clipping along in this course in week 4, about halfway there in Unit 3, Chapters 7 through 9. As mentioned in all our previous preview videos, I do encourage you to frame your tackling of the material with those common misconceptions and difficult topics. Again, about our sort of romantic notions of both the Revolution and the constitutional eras, and then also the reality of the early republic. So I have those there, just again, an effort to kind of frame your understanding. Those reading and self-assessment questions are there while not required, encouraged, as are the online lectures, the Annenberg series videos, our friend John Green, and a required quiz, and a Unit 3 discussion board that often gets quite heated. I've used this topic a handful of times in this course in the past. Is dissent American or un-American? This coming on the heels of this unit's material with the Alien and Sedition Acts during President John Adams' administration and the outcry against those really admittedly undemocratic realities, and also really what most tarnished his reputation as a founding father. We've all sort of become enamored with Adams again, but for a long time, the Alien and Sedition Acts, the root of which we sort of debate in this unit's discussion board, really put a dent in his legacy. For the Unit 3 assignment, I actually ask you to do something a little different, so I just would like to mention that. I have you write ID significance or identification significance paragraphs. I'm going to click on that assignment and open it. What I'm asking you to do is choose from a larger list a handful of topics that are important, or terms important in this week's study. I'll enable that file and scroll down and show you those lists from the Second Continental Congress down through the XYZ affair. What you're going to do is choose 6 of these 11 terms and then make like a journalist. Include in your paragraphs for each of the topics that you choose the who, what, when, where, why, how, right? The sort of things you would expect to read in popular press or journalism. But then the other important part for the significance is I'd like for you to reveal, as noted here, the result, importance, or legacy of the term, and make sure that's well developed. This is the so what question. So for each of these terms, you're crafting a 6 to 10 sentence sort of mini paragraph. The first are those journalistic questions: who, what, when, where, why, how. And the last is, so what? Why does this matter? And I give a sort of briefer than required mini example in looking at the lost colony. And my big caution to you here in this assignment is to make sure that this work is original. It may be tempting to go, copy and paste something from Wikipedia or excuse me, history or about.com, or rely too heavily on the American Promise text. But read those sort of secondary sources and then in your own words report back what you've seen as the main ideas, the major details, and the significance. Once you've written those that are required in one combined Word document, you'll do as you've done in the previous units and click on the link here to submit them. Also, I would just point out at this point in the semester, this is a relatively more manageable assignment. I would use that extra time to begin paying attention to the fact that the midterm exam is the next requirement. It's been there and available for you to some time, but the sort of do or die deadline will be coming up soon, and you'll see the rubric, and once you have an opportunity to log in click on midterm during the window of time that the midterm exam will be available to you, go ahead and get started on that essay soon. As always, I'm available for questions. I look forward to reviewing Unit 3 and encourage you to use maybe the extra time that you'll have available at the end of this unit to go ahead and begin preview and preliminary work on next week's to-do on your agenda, the midterm exam. Thank you.